Hello, Dynamic Stars. We're here with another pick a card reading. This is Zuri Muse. Thank you for stopping by the channel. I want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing, for liking, for commenting. Your comments have been amazing. So many of you have given me such wonderful feelings because of the comments that you've made, and there's almost no words. I'm just so giddy and happy that this resonates with people, and I just thank you. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart because, you know, I'm a person too, and you wonder sometimes, well, is it helpful? Do people watch it? Do people think about it? What do they think? And I really want to say thank you because it seems to resonate, the videos, and I do thank you very much. And for today's video, it's going to be, where am I on my spiritual path? And I have 3 piles for you. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So show you the stone for pile 1 is the shell, variegated shell. Pile 2, mini conch shell. And pile 3, a fluted shell. Take a deep breath, or take 3 mindful breaths, and then choose based on what your intuition says. Okay, we're going to just jump right to it. For those of you who chose shell 1, the variegated shell, we have house, we have man, we have all tied up in reverse, we have true love, we have no reversals on this, release jealousy. Peru to Ma'at, Sekret Tem Ma'at, Waset Tem Ma'at, Wajet Etep. Okay, and then this card is going to be our overarching card, and it is Rhodochrosite. Do you realize that you are magnificent? Believe in your magnificence and embrace your power. Know that you are strong enough to set boundaries with others and assert yourself in a loving manner. Allow yourself to be who you truly are, a loving, magnificent being. And that is the overarching card here on where am I on my spiritual path. With this question, the very first thing is, first and foremost, who you are is more important than anything else. And you have to make sure that you know and you believe that you are magnificent, that you are a divine being placed on this earth to do wonderful things to help yourself, your family, and others. First and foremost, groundwork for who you are. And then the next level we have here with the Lenormand cards. Where you are on your spiritual path, you're at home, you're comfortable. You could say you're a man, this is focusing on men, but I'm not going to say that. I would say that on this spiritual path, you're comfortable in who you are. There are aspects of yourself that some would consider masculine. You have a lot of energy that would be considered masculine. And in your spiritual growth and development, that is not a bad thing, because on the tree of life, that now begins to be at Heru. Heru is the sphere where we're beginning to now direct things, to delegate things. So you are comfortable within that realm of now being able to decide. You've awakened enough in your path to be able to go, okay, I like this, and I like that. But I don't like that over there. So I'm not going to do this or that. You have reached that point where you are awakened enough to be aware of the internal movements within yourself. So that is a beautiful thing. And you're comfortable with it, like I said. We're going to go down to here. And remember, you're a magnificent person. So now we're going to talk about this, because down here we have some things to work on your spiritual path. All tied up in reverse. This is actually a pretty good thing. All tied up in this way is you're literally all tied up and things are slowing you down because you got it this way in reverse. That means you're letting things go. Things are beginning to open up. The release is beginning to happen. So remember how I said up here that you're comfortable in and of yourself because you're learning how to direct your own inner forces? By this card being in reverse, it is a continuation. You are really releasing that so that you're able now to move forward unhindered, unbound on your spiritual quest. And then the next thing that you have is true love. This love is a once-in-a-lifetime love. Because we're talking about where you are on your spiritual path, yes, this could refer to you are at a place in your development where you are now ready to move into that soulmate relationship, that twin flame or sacred union. You are ready for that. But more so, that true love is a true love for your path, for what you're doing, for how you're going to do it, for what you're going to do. Because you have to decide here, now that you've gotten the basics under your belt, where are you going to go with your spirituality? Have you decided what arena? Have you decided which path of spirituality you're going to work with, delve into, focus on, initiate with, or to, or for? That is a big thing, because true love is when you devote yourself to something. So you have to decide, if you haven't already, decide what you're going to devote yourself to. Release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. So on your spiritual path, you might begin going, oh, that person started after me and oh my God, look at that. Look at what they're doing now. Why can't I be like that? Stop it. Stop it. You've got to release the jealousy, as this card is saying, because you're going to stop your own blessings. You're going to stymie yourself. You're going to put yourself in a box. You don't want to do that. Look at this beautiful, beautiful angel on that card. Let's get it to focus. Okay? And look at the face. That face is, I don't know, a little askance, a little, oh my goodness. We need to get rid of that, because you have everything you need. You're just looking for just a little bit of a direction, And maybe that's why this jealousy is here, because you're a little bit lost. You need a little direction so that you can push through. Stop looking at others. And what you have here, Heteru Tuma'at, she is the ultimate witch. She is the ultimate priestess. She is the ultimate alchemist, because she takes joy, she takes movement, she takes all sorts of things from the element, from earth, from air, from spirit, from straight magic, and weaves it into whatever she is going to do. Whatever spell she's going to work, whatever manifestation she's going to bring forth, she will do that. And how she does that is through harmonious peacefulness, joyfulness, and strength of will to know, to see what she wants. Because you have literally right above it that male card, which we talked about, you are now comfortable with being able to delegate, with Heteru being right under that. This is being able to direct the vision coupled with the will, so that you can bring forth the things that you want. Because if we're looking at the tree of life, she's sphere 7, as you see, and Heru, the male, is sphere 6. Those two working together, Heru is like the father, and she is like the beautiful weaver of dreams, weaver of all sorts of magical incantations and spells to create the very things that we call life, technology, and inventions. Heteru is the imagination, the insight, the inspiration beforehand, before it becomes reality. That is what Heteru is. And by releasing the jealousy, because think about it, jealousy is the flip side of that. The green-eyed, dragon, same color, green. You can put this to rest by focusing in and deciding where you're going to go, and being very creative, because maybe once you sit down and really visualize and see yourself, where do you see yourself in the realm of spirituality on this spiritual quest, you will get a vision of what you want to do, and it'll blow what you see or what you think you see around you out of the water. But you have to go within to get that. You cannot look outside yourself. And then here's where we get the problems. We have all of our Tems. We have Sekert Tem Ma'at or Set Tem Ma'at. And then we have the Wajet Hetep, which is positive, except that followed behind these cards, it makes this a worrywart. Okay, so after we said all of this, this is a bit of a setup, because we got everything going. Everything is good. Got a little thing, jealousy going on. Other people are kind of doing stuff, and I kind of want to do stuff. Why didn't that come to me and all of that? Well, because I'm just not good enough, and, I just didn't go deep enough, and, I'm not really that deep anyway. And I'm not saying you're saying this out loud, and you may not even realize you're saying this. It's your actions. Look at your actions. Look at the things that you do from what you don't do. What are those saying? Because when you look at your actions and then look at this, now you're going to go, oh, wait a minute. Did I not go ahead and do that reading for somebody because maybe I was feeling like maybe I wasn't ready, or that excuse that I made that I didn't have time, or that, I left my cards at home, or, the guidebook, I misplaced the guidebook. All of that stuff, was that something that, I just did? So you have to watch it with this Sekert Tem, because sometimes the reasons are not actually the reasons. They're just excuses so that you can bury things, so that you don't do what you're supposed to do for a good reason. And then Laset Ma'at is, that is just a straight worry. That is just a straight, oh my God, the fear, the panic, the anxiety, because in its Tem state, Set is the mother. She's the nurturer. She's the one, she's the stern mother sometimes that you see that loves that child and will do whatever it takes to make sure that child comes out just right. Okay, imagine it the flip side, that they second guess everything, that they're not 100% sure how this is going to go this way or that way, so they don't do anything at all. They stay at home under the covers because they're afraid to make a move. Okay? That's what an Oset Tem Ma'at is. And then the Wajet Hetep behind all of those two cards. This is just every single insight or hit or something that comes to you is now going to feed into it. Oh my God, you see, I just got that, letter in the mail, and that letter from whoever it is, whatever they're saying, you use that to justify whatever it is you've been thinking about. You got an email, you got a text, and you heard that somebody else said this about that other person. Somehow you don't believe that it's really about that person. You think it's about you. So you're pulling these conclusions that are actually a little bit nuts. And that's what this Wajet Hetep will do behind these cards. It will stick in a connector that doesn't belong there. So all of that is because you don't think you're magnificent. You don't think you're awesome. You don't think that you are the bee's knees. Okay? The first thing that we're saying about this. So where you are in your spiritual path, you are at a crossroad at your spiritual path. You have gotten to the place where you are ready. You are ready to take that next step, that next leap of faith, so that now you're not just aware and can direct your own internal energies and forces, but you're now ready to start moving energies and doing actual, manifestations, spell works, readings for people. But you now just have to really know that you can step into that and do that if you want to do that. Or if you want to use spirituality within your regular job, within your business to help others. Maybe you're in a service-oriented business. Then you need to know that you can read auras, that you can actually really tap in because you are an empath. You got to trust in that. This is where you are right now. You're at that point where you need that extra bit of confidence. You need that faith, and you need to not be jealous of other people. You need to not look at other people and judge yourself against them. Just get rid of that. Just put that over there. That's what you need to do with that. And then get rid of all the misanthropy, the doubt, the fears, so that your intuitions will be on point. Because if you now put these insights, these hits next to the good stuff, you're going to be on point. Right now, you're focusing that great input that you're getting from other people that you're picking up, and you're putting it to your worry. Don't do that. Use it for the benefit by releasing the worry, by knowing that you are magnificent. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do let me know what you think about it. Please leave me some comments below. And if you have any other thoughts that you'd like to share, please, I would love to dialogue with you. And if you'd like to find out more, if you want to have a personal reading, because this is a general reading, you can email me and get more information about a reading. And that would be at 22azurite@gmail.com. Thank you. Bye-bye. For those of you who chose the mini conch shell, we have, and let us look for our top, we have red jasper as our top card theme. We have man and sun. Oops, sorry. Putting that card away. We have storm warning. There's no reversals in this deck. We have choose love. We have words of abundance. This is extra emphasis on that. Harakoti Tam Chayas. Oser Hitzap. Harutu Chayas. And Amen Hetep. No reversals on that. Red jasper is our theme. Are you procrastinating? Take action and complete what you have planned. Speak up for yourself. Follow through and take the necessary steps to see your projects to fruition. Have confidence in your own ability to make things happen. Your overarching, the question here is, where am I on my spiritual path? And the first thing it talks about is procrastination, taking action to complete what you have planned, speaking up for yourself, okay? Then the next cards we get, man and sun. So with this, there is a man that's going to be very, very helpful and key in helping you to move forward, to go into this beautiful, beautiful path, a beautiful path, sorry. Because the sun here, as in tarot, is very much abundance, very much lighting up of all things, bringing forth wonderful things. You could be a man, of course, receiving this, but many of my viewers I already know are women. So be on the lookout if you don't already have a male in your life who is helping you in this arena. This man is, as you see here, this deck that I use actually happens to have a diversity added aspect. And this is the melanated man. So it very well could be a man of color who assists you in bringing you light and more information, acting as a mentor, not supplanting your will, but assisting you down the path. We have storm warning as your first card. And whenever you get this, you're about to do something that could really just mess you up, create issues for you. I mean, not detrimental where, things are just going to fall off and go completely sideways. This is more taking you off your path for a bit and causing you to take some detours. Because you have this brightness, this light, this mentor that's coming in to assist you. And even if the mentor is not male, that mentor is going to have some strong male attributes of helping you with discipline, consistency, and making sure that, you follow what you say you're going to do. And given the theme here of your card, you have to stop procrastinating. You need somebody who's going to be on you like this. So the warning here is more so, don't throw this person away because they're going to kind of, be a bit of a taskmaster to you. You need that because You've been procrastinating. You haven't done the things on your own. So you need that push. You need that light. You need that guidance. So the warning is be mindful. Don't throw that person away. Don't run away from that person because, you don't want to deal with it. Because on your spiritual path, it's time now. You're at a point where it is time now to stop running and do this ish. All right. Next card that we have is Choose Love. And look at how beautiful that card is. You always have a choice as to what you should do. So even though I said all of that, you could choose to not do anything. You could choose to continue to sit on the fence, continue to do what you've been doing, procrastinating. You can. Right next to it, we've got Words of Abundance in reverse. Okay? So not that it's reversed, because this deck doesn't do reversals. That's Spirit's way of adding emphasis to this card. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. You got that right next to Choose Love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. And right here, we were talking about the mentor and getting light and guidance and then being the taskmaster, so on and so forth. You could also say, I'm going to choose to love myself and this path, even though it may be a little scary to me. And what I failed to point out before is this is number 21. Can you see that? So 2 and a 1 together makes 3, which is, excuse me, Sebek. Sebek is the words of words of words of words, and we have words right here. Sebek is the one that takes you to the crossroads, that asks you, what are you going to do? And what you're going to do is choose love and choose a direction. And you can help yourself. Yes, this says words of abundance, but this is also positive affirmations. This is also putting yourself in the right mindset. Yeah, you're afraid. Yeah, you're procrastinating. Why are you procrastinating? You don't know what the future holds. It's the unknown. Oh my God, my friends, my family, my parents, my spouse, my husband, my wife, my kids. What are they going to think about me doing all of this kind of stuff? Instead of thinking about like that, why don't you start writing down what they will think? Why don't you start writing down what you want? Why don't you start writing down the things that you want to bring in, the things that you want to manifest? So instead of focusing on the fears, focus on what you want. And start writing it down and say it in the morning, say it at lunchtime, say it in the evening on your commute home. Say it, say it, say it, say it. Put it on an index card. Write it in a book. Put it on your tablet. Put it on your phone. Get what I'm saying? In essence, seed yourself with the words of words with Sebek, as we got there, the 2 and the 1, the 3 together, right next to the words of abundance, right next to the words of prosperity, right next to the words of positive affirmations. Then we have Harakuti Temchayas with Oser Hetep. I love this combination. And I know you're probably going, what? That's a negative card. Yeah, Temchayas is in its negative state. Harakuti, he is the warrior. He is the one that has the machete. See that? He has the machete. And the sword and all of that stuff. He goes in and he chops down that forest, right? That's in his positive state. In his negative state, what does he do? Of course, he sits down and drinks and gets himself drunk and, can't remember what's what, falls down in a drunken stupor. That is what Harakuti Tem does. He uses his big, burly body to intimidate people, as opposed to using all of that, strength of body, of will, of courage to push forth and make things happen. Instead of that, he's using it in a negative way. So you've got this great mentor coming in your life. You've got the ability to say affirmations that will get you going forward, but you're using them in the wrong way. As we said, you're negatively speaking into reality the things you don't want. And why I love this combination together is because with that Oser Hetep behind it, Oser is like God man on earth. Oser is the highest of the high. That's like God coming down into earth, into human form, and functioning as a human being. But it's God in a meat sack, for lack of a better image. Even God in human form, in flesh, he's going to function like Jesus did, right? Or the Dalai Lama, or Mother Teresa, or any of these really, really inspired people like Gandhi. You have that ability to do that if you just step away from feeling this negativity here, feeling like, not that you don't deserve. The flip side of all of that strength is a deathly fear of incompetence, insecurity, just not being able to function, not being able to be that leader that people are looking for, that trailblazer. Yes, that's the word. Trailblazer. That's what I'm looking for. You're afraid that you can't be that, but you can. Because this person here who wants to mentor you wouldn't be bothered with you if they didn't think you were a person of value. Maybe that's why you're procrastinating, because you don't see where you can be that trailblazer, where you can be that key person that can act as a beacon for others. You can. Your whole journey towards spirituality could very well be what it is that will help other people to follow a spiritual way of life. Because maybe some of the things that you're dealing with is, maybe you're in a gang. Maybe you're in a really rough situation where there's a lot of violence around you. Maybe you've been to jail. Maybe there's a whole lot of things along those lines that you can think of that would fit in with going on possibly the other side of the law. Because, Hetakuti Tem can be, lawbreakers, whatever way that is. Maybe you had some DUIs, DWIs, sorry. You see what I'm saying? Just because you think that you have a stain, a blemish on your white clothing here, does not mean you cannot go forward and become a trailblazer in spirituality. And I keep saying trailblazer because they keep bringing that to me. Yes, you can be a trailblazer no matter what, or maybe because of your past, because of the things that you've done, because you're a real person. And folks will be like, they can do it, I can do it. Because, look at them. They are real. They're totally legit. They keep it 100, And that's important, because there are those who just don't believe because, that person never got into trouble. They came from a good family. They came from a good background. They went to school. They got a good job. All of that stuff. So they're not going to follow. You got to see somebody going through some things, fighting their way through. Sometimes that's what makes the difference. And right here, Heru, 2 Chayas, it's open. And then Amen Hetep. This is the king of the deck, of the Metu Neter oracle. He's the one that directs others. He is the leader. So once you get through your little moment there, you're like, if you follow the tarot, this is kind of like your tower moment here, this Herokuhuti Tem Chayas, Oser Hetep. Once you get through that, you come out on the other side and you are now able to lead. You are that trailblazer. You are the one that people look up to and follow, because this is the king. This is the president. This is the executive director. This is the CEO. This is the one that sits down with the council of elders and they work on situations, problems, obstacles, and come up with a way to handle it, a spiritual way of handling it, because they are not identifying with their ego, the id. They are putting that stuff aside, the human stuff aside, the 3D stuff aside, and going, what's truth? And that is how your spread ends up. So we started off with, are you procrastinating? Yeah, you're procrastinating. But you're procrastinating because you think you have something in your past that just can't make you move forward. And this person here, they're really gonna, once they know, because you probably didn't tell them, once they know, they're gonna drop you. They're gonna just kick you. That's what you think. No, they won't. The warning is, don't let this stop you from going here. Okay? To being a leader, for being someone that others can look up to follow. So on your spiritual path, you're at a crossroad. You have to get yourself out of this thinking. Use positive affirmations. Check on YouTube and just look up videos that, positive affirmations on whatever area is most important to you, and just listen to them at least an hour, 2 hours a day to get your mind right and get some of that negativity, those wrong thoughts out. Okay? I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do tell me what you think. Leave some comments below. And if you'd like a personal reading, please do email me at 22azurite@gmail.com. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. For those of you who chose Palsy, the little show, in the previous reading, we now have let's get our overarching card, which is Chrysoprase. It was reversed. 4th chakra Archangel Raphael. This doesn't have reversals, but we see that it came reversed, so we're just going to leave that for extra emphasis. Windfall of abundance. Amen Tem-Ma'at. These don't have reversals. Sebek Tem-Chayas. Amen Tem-Chayas. And Sebek Tuma'at. Chrysoprase. Do you have a broken heart? Are you feeling unloved? It's a green stone. Take the time to nurture yourself and know you are loved by the divine. Open your heart and have more compassion for yourself and others. Take a long bath and drink plenty of water to nourish yourself. I actually have Chrysoprase right here. That's what it looks like. You see it? And I want you to see it because It is a heart chakra stone. And why do I say that with such emphasis? Because you got the heart chakra card and you got it in the reverse. This is 4th chakra, heart chakra, Archangel Raphael. And you see his heart glowing green. And you got the chrysoprase. This is no coincidence. Those of you who pull this, where am I? Where are you on your spiritual path? You are stuck at the heart chakra. You are stuck there. For many of you, yes, you have a broken heart. I mean, the situation was devastating to you to the point where you just shut down. And I say that also because for your Lenormand cards, you have mountains on either side of you, okay? And then you have the mice, the rats. And what they do is they eat away. In this case, because it comes after, the mice is eating away the crossroad, the problem, the mountains. So things are slowly getting better because in this case, you want the mice to eat away at that big negativity. But these are little mice, and that's a really big mountain, okay? So, yes, you're healing, but you're healing very slowly. It would be good for you to get some chrysoprase and carry it with you to help you to heal that heart. Archangel Raphael is asking you to heal. Call on Archangel Raphael. Use the chrysoprase. Put it to your heart chakra and tell yourself. No, don't even tell yourself. Ask Archangel Raphael to come to you and to heal your heart. Put the chrysoprase by your heart and literally just go a deep hum and feel it resonating through your body to just begin to break up the negativity that you're feeling. The negativity that all humans are just bad, just evil, just disgusting. And while you may not be saying those words to yourself, you're feeling those emotions, which is why heart came up there and heart came up reversed there. So you can't move forward on your spiritual path because there's nothing there. It's all shut down and it's empty and it's closed off. This came in reverse. Came that way. What does it say? It says focus on love, the very thing you can't do because your heart is closed. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. And I know I'm laughing, you're laughing, we're all laughing together because we know that you really, at this moment in time, can't see the good attributes because you'll go, yeah, they're good over here, but over there. Okay, and the light went out. I don't know if you saw that. The light went out here. All of these signs and significators. Okay. I love you. If nobody else said it, I love you. You. Why? Because you are a beautiful, worthy, loving person that is filled with light and will bring enormous light to yourself and those around you and ultimately to the world. I love you. Okay, we're going to go on. The next card that you have is Windfall of Abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. Yeah, I know. Kris Kringle, Santa Claus, however you want to call it. But the point is, what are we saying? We're saying that someone is going to, or someone's, plural, could be right this second knowing how you feel and trying to bring you a gift, trying to bring you something that will bring you happiness. And this gift doesn't have to be money, doesn't have to be a car, doesn't have to be, a new job. It could be any of those things. But this windfall for you could be showing you that people love you. Maybe they're planning a surprise party for you. Maybe they're going to do a dinner. Maybe they're going to take you out for a weekend and you're going to do a road trip. Maybe they want to give you the gift of their time and their love, whatever that love may look like. Be open to receiving something different, unexpected, and out of the norm for you. Because clearly people see what's happening with you and they want to reach out to you, but you close down. Look at this mountain. Look at that. There's a little valley in between, but nobody can see you because, you built up these walls. You built this to protect yourself. And I get it. I understand. I've been through some really not happy situations in relationships. And yeah, I shut down too. But guess what? I had to open back up again because when you shut down, quote unquote, the relationship and you just want to, go sit in a corner somewhere, you're shutting everything down. It's not just that one area. It shuts everything down. The light, the joy, the thing that makes you who you are, that goes out too. So remember that. Excuse me, I'm going to just take a sip of tea as we spill the tea, right? And then your last pairs of cards here are pretty much the same thing. And this is just crazy. You got Amen, Tamaat, Sebek, Temchayas. You all up in your feelings. You got all the wrong ideas. Everybody's doing stuff and you putting all kind of crazy thoughts about why they're doing it onto what they're doing. You just making stuff up left and right. So you're like, yeah, you're just doing that because you feel sorry for me. No, I actually think you're beautiful and wonderful, and I'm doing this because I want to get to know you. And you're like, whatever. And you walk away because you're all shut down. And you're like, what? The other person's like, oh, uh-huh. And then, they already got up their nerve and you shut them down like that. They're not trying to be open-hearted and open-minded. You just shut them down in like a really, really seriously cold way. All right? That's all they can feel. That's all they can see. This is what you're doing to the people around you. The last set is Amen Temchayas. So we're getting a little less negative. But then we have the Sebek Tumaat, completely open. All right? So what this is saying is, yeah, you're still in your feelings, but so what this is saying is, sorry about that, my camera memory was full. So what this is saying is this last set is you're beginning to open. You're beginning to, let some of those emotions, those feels go. And you're beginning to go, okay. Well, that person did come to me and they really said they wanted to just get to know me. Okay, maybe I should believe them. Maybe. And you start allowing certain things to happen. So at this moment in time, the very fact that you are listening to this video, you're beginning to open up. You're beginning to allow things to come in. You're beginning to allow healing to come in. We're still not great. And on your spiritual path, right now, forget a spiritual path. You have to heal your heart. You have to heal this chakra. You have to heal the pain of that relationship, or else you can't even move forward. Because right now, you don't really trust a snail. Yeah, you don't even trust a snail. And I don't really think you can trust a snail. There's nothing to trust except that it is going to leave a sticky, disgusting trail. You get my point. You don't trust anybody. You don't trust them with your heart. You don't trust them with anything important. And you have to learn to trust people in order to even begin to do anything in conjunction with spirituality. It's just that simple. And maybe you trust this because I don't know you directly. You don't know me. I'm completely objective. I don't know you. But the very fact that you happened on this video is Spirit speaking to you and trying to get you to see something. So whether you believe or not, you chose this video. You were directed here somehow, some way to get this message. So trust that. Trust Spirit. If you trust nobody else, trust Archangel Raphael. Because it's probably him who brought you here. Okay? I'll leave it upright. I'm going to leave that upright. Because remember, that's a focus on love. And that's a dragon right there. And a beautiful angel. Two very different beings. And they have to focus on love. So maybe that's a message for you too. And if you notice, what is her hair? It is a tree. A tree, a big, beautiful tree growing out of her hair, out of her head. You can grow and develop into a beautiful, beautiful new person, spiritually awake and aware. It's all up to you. But you're going to have to go from this incorrect assumptions, putting words in other people's mouth, to this, where you are actually taking it in, having correct assumptions, and actually asking the right questions, being logical, and taking the steps that follow logically. Not like this, where you're just throwing stuff in there that just don't belong there. Okay? So, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do let me know what you think about this. If you would like some more guidance, if you have a specific question, please do reach out to me for a reading, a personal reading. My email is 22azurite@gmail.com, and I'll have that below for you in the description box. Thank you so much, and you have a beautiful, beautiful evening, day, afternoon, week, year. Bye-bye.